Welcome to the Scale Model Club, and on this week's show, great.
Hello, welcome to the Scale Model Club, and on this week's show we have the last Aussie Spitfire. As you can see, carrying on from last week, I'm just wiping off the green wash that I put on. I used the MIG ammo wash in the end. I did mix up the oil wash, tried it, didn't like it. Just needs a little bit more tinkering to really enjoy the mod, to really enjoy the oil washes. I think it's better for smaller, like if you want like a little run of paint or a little run of rust or something, but it wasn't as good as the normal washes I use, so I went back to the normal wash. It's been a great kit. I've had a few problems with building the kit, as you heard in the last one. Wasn't keen, but it has built up to a lovely model. When you get a good final look at it, you see all the wash and all the little areas and stuff. It's very detailed and a very lovely model that it's turned out as. Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and push that notification button. You will have to subscribe again to this channel, I'm afraid, because we have moved it. I think I mentioned that last week, so hopefully you will all come over and we'll give the gardening channel a run for its money and conversation shed. I was very pleased, as you can see, with the outcome of the model. It's although I had problems on the build, it has turned out to be lovely. And there we are. So the next thing I was going to do is I built up the propeller. So this is a black colour for the propeller. So just give the propeller a quick blast with the airbrush. Like I said, 1.2 psi coming out of the compressor and a 0.2 needle. That seems to be just right. I have tried. I did have a 0.4 needle that came with the kit, and it just blasts out far too much paint even when you turn the air down. So I think this 0.2 seems to be the best spot to be at. So I need black for the propeller to give that a quick clean out, and then we attack the nose cone with red because it has a red nose cone. It's a bit of an awkward colour to paint because you really need to undercoat it in white first to get the best colour of the paint. Now I left it and painted it grey because I wanted it to look a little bit more worn than brand new. So, and it came out okay, came out quite nicely. That's is using the Tamiya red because I haven't actually got any Vallejo red. I know I was doing the Vallejo paint this time round. So there we have the nose cone, 2 bits of the nose cone and propeller, but they'll glue those all together and then glue them into the front of the aircraft. Using a little bit of Tamiya extra thin glue, even though it's got the paint on. I didn't paint the inside of the props, not the props, of the nose cone, so that would still stick to the other parts. I think this is black again because we need, this is the dark green. Because I've masked up using the masks from the kit on the cockpit, which were really good, to be fair. I did film them, but you couldn't really see what I was doing because it's also really small. I might do a little separate video on masking soon. And it made it, it made a lot of difference. I also used the masks on the tyres, and they were brilliant, but they were also a little bit too small to film. I put all the extras on. I used the brazen wheels and all the bits in the cockpit. So that's the dark green that's just going around the edge of the glass. I did originally make a bit of a mistake because it has got a rear view mirror on it, and I glued the rear view mirror to the opening part of the canopy, and of course it should be screwed to the front of the windscreen. But nothing that pair of tweezers and ripping it off and then gluing it into the right place didn't cure. So this is the black night wash, pin wash. I use this on the silver undercarriage. I also put the PE carts on the undercarriage, but you can't really see them either. It's all very small. I did knock one of these over, probably that one. So this is just literally to highlight a few little bits on the undercarriage. You can't see much, and also on the tyres to make the wheels stand out a little bit more. Always cover that in a bit of black. Works well with the silver. So that would be the undercarriage finished. All that would be left would be to put the propeller on. And then right at the last second, I completely forgot about it, is the door hatch. But we'll let that dry. Come back to that a bit later on. Give it a wipe just to leave the black, just so you can see the wheels, and it just leaves the wash in all the recessed areas. So it's looking nice, isn't it? Love the teeth. Any vehicle with teeth, it's got to have teeth on it, isn't it? You can see why they painted them on. Let's get this propeller on. So a bit of glue in the hole, push the propeller on. 4-bladed, which is quite rare. Well, not quite rare, but it's a bit different. It's a later aircraft. So there we are, propeller on, wheels on. It's always nice to get it stood up on its wheels. And these were there were little holes on the bottom of the wings that were for glass parts, like clear plastic parts. And what I decided to do was I just covered the holes with some clear glue, so it filled the holes up and then it turned clear, so it looked like it had the glass in. I then painted it, depending on which side it is. I can't remember which way round it is. I think it's greens on the right side, but I painted one clear green, one clear red, and I think the one halfway at the back stays clear. But that's just a nice way, saves you having to mask them up, and it's particularly good at looking like glass, is that clear cement. So here we have the two models. We have the Hawker Hurricane I did and the Spitfire. The Hawker Hurricane I did with the MIG ammo paints, of which I really struggled with. Like I said, the colours look nice. It has turned out to be a really nice model. Like the pigments are right. Oh, lost the canopy. And as you can see, the colour is right on the bottom. It comes out a little bit light, but once you get that brown wash on, it darkens it down to just sort of the right kind of colour. But every time I try to spray it, just clogged the airbrush. It might be me, it might be my settings. It's just, in my humble opinion, I I wouldn't use the MIG ammo stuff again. The Vallejo stuff I had was a lot nicer. It just sprayed straight in. I mean, I tried the retarder, I tried their flow improver, I tried thinners, and I tried all three together, 2, 3, all kinds of combinations. Could not get that stuff to spray, which is strange because I have the cockpit stuff sprays fine, but that kit just, that particular REF colours just was horrible. The Spitfire I've used the Vallejo paints on, and like I said, took them out of the packet straight into the airbrush and sprayed perfectly, no problems whatsoever. Didn't have to use thinners, retard it, didn't have to use any kind of flow improver. And again, the pigments are nice, they look like the actual proper paints that it should be. And you get a few more paints in the Vallejo set. That's obviously day colours for 1941 to 45, so that's all the green and grey ones. But I was really impressed. It was really nice. Has turned out a really nice model. So as it goes, it's been quite a good experiment. It's been nice to play around with the two different types of paint. I have got more packs of the MIG ammo stuff. I really want to do an American naval aircraft, because I've got some American naval stuff, and I've also got some modern American greys and stuff, so we'll see how we get on with those with a bit of luck. I might actually try the 04 needle with them, so perhaps they won't clog up, but the problem with that is there's far too much paint comes out. It's like spraying an aerosol can. But generally, as a rule, I am very pleased with how the Spitfire has come out. As you can see, there's only a few bits left on it to do. I'm going to cover the whole thing in a flat base clear from Tamiya, which turns the gloss into a matte finish. And then also I've got to fit the door on the side of it and reposition the rear view mirror mistake. But apart from that, it's been all good. But thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Sorry we've mucked around with the channel a bit, but make sure you do subscribe to the new one, or you won't get to see more posts of my amazing models. Do love the teeth on the front of that. It's such a nice looking Spitfire. Glad I do that one. I've got loads of the decals left, loads of bits and pieces. I will definitely, I think, grab a Spitfire from Airfix, and we'll do a comparison on the build, and then we'll use some stickers and stuff to build another Aussie one, I think. But apart from that, it's all good. So I'll get the stuff together to put this door on, and I shall see you next time for another model next week. Thanks very much. Make sure you like and subscribe, and everybody stay safe for me. The paint I use for the door was going to be the Tamiya paint, as you can see here. It's straight out of the bottle. It's not ready for the airbrush, so I can just paint it straight on, and it's a great colour. And then I'll put a wash over the top of it to make it look nice and dirty and fit the rest of the model. So I look forward to seeing you all next time for the new model.